नव्या वैभवाचीच स्वप्ने सजावी,
नव्या वैभवाचीच स्वप्ने सजावी.
मनी हास्य लेऊन मुक्ती जगावी,
मनी हास्य लेऊन मुक्ती जगावी.
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती,
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती,
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
अहंता गळावी अभंगास म्हणता,
अहंता गळावी अभंगास म्हणता.
तपस्येत तल्लीन आतून होता,
तपस्येत तल्लीन आतून होता.
प्रतिभे समस्तीत आकार यावे,
प्रतिभे समस्तीत आकार यावे.
पुरी उत्तमाचेच ओंकार गावे,
पुरी उत्तमाचेच ओंकार गावे.
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती,
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
जरी एक अश्रू पुसायास आला,
जरी एक अश्रू पुसायास आला.
तरी जन्म काहीच कामास आला,
तरी जन्म काहीच कामास आला.
जरी अश्रू विस्फोट होऊन सजला,
जरी अश्रु विस्फोट होऊन सजला.
तरी मुक्त ज्वालामुखी जन्म झाला,
तरी मुक्त ज्वालामुखी जन्म झाला.
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती,
हवी फक्त उन्मुक्त निर्माण शक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती,
नवी ध्येय आसक्त प्रल्हाद भक्ती.
And Sachin is there. So they will be cross-checking your solutions on the basis of obviously analysis, on the basis of like your presentation, your implementation plan, and the execution of it. So out of 10, they will be giving you some marks for the gradations on the presentations or given on that case study. And after that, they will be like getting you for the your score over there, right? So over to the panel to conduct the presentations.
So for very first presentation, I would like to call Ashwin and Dhruv.
जैसे मैंने दिखना चाहिए.
Hello all. As per the problem definition, what we have decided is first we are going to take the static
means I will explain you the static variables. So the name of the product, the name of the the price and the product quantity. The name, price, and the salesman name. These will be static, and the variable quantity will be quantity. That will be decided at the runtime. So accordingly, what we have decided is to take all these values that are predefined and decide accordingly for two salesmen. S1 and S2. The first salesman, for the first salesman, what we have decided is he will get some quantity that is not means that is lesser than S2. Okay, and for all the 5 products. Okay, then for processing all these values, what sir and madam told us is to use a feature of Java, that is collection framework. So using collection framework, what we can do is runtime allotment of any quantity or means any variable like quantity may be very suitable instead of using database. So the sir and madam will explain about this further. So this is how we are going to implement this project, and then calculating the price according of the day of the total sales of the day according to the sales 1 and sales 2 selling quantity, and means multiplied by price, so we will get the total price. And naturally the salesman one will have means will have a better price ratio than salesman for that. I will request to explain further.
So we thought looking at the first page, like this is our first home page. The company name will display on that. Then admin button is there. Click on admin button. There is a second module. In that module there is a salesman name. We already considered two salesmen. Then so अगर हम यहाँ पे किसी सेल्समैन का नाम एंटर कर रहे हैं, आफ्टर दैट there is another window. In that window means उस कंपनी के जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनकी यहाँ पे लिस्ट आएंगी, एंड उस लिस्ट में उस पर्टिकुलर सेल्समैन का उसने जितनी भी सेलिंग किया है वो क्वांटिटी एंटर की जाएगी बाय यूज़र. So on the basis of that quantity and on the basis of the price of product वो कैलकुलेट करेगा, और उसके नेक्स्ट इसमें वो पूरा टोटल कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा. और उसके लिए हमने बेसिकली हमने वन डे के लिए इसलिए हमने उसको कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क यूज़ किया है. देन जितने भी उसकी पूरी जितने भी जैसे हमने 5 प्रोडक्ट के लिए बोला है, तो हमने 5 प्रोडक्ट के लिए जितने भी कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो हमें जितने भी पूरी कैलकुलेट होंगी उसके प्राइस, उस प्राइस को हम टोटल कैलकुलेट करेंगे और उसका फाइनल प्राइस होगा. एंड ऐसे में उसने कितने प्रोडक्ट्स बेचे हैं वो भी कैलकुलेट होंगे. और एंड आफ्टर ऑल कैलकुलेट और कॉस्टिंग जो भी उसका 25% होगा प्लस 500 फॉर ईच डे, वो उसका एक पर्टिकुलर सेल्समैन का कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा एंड सेम एज वी रन फॉर द सेकंड सेल्समैन। उस सेल्समैन का नाम एंटर होगा और सेम स्टेप रिपीट सारे सर्विस की क्वान्टिटीज डिस्प्ले होंगी और उसका सारा कैलकुलेट होगा एंड द बेसिस ऑफ फाइनल प्रॉफिट ऑफ सेल्समैन 1 एंड सेल्समैन 2 कंपैरिजन होगा उन दोनों के बीच में। और हु इज मीन्स किसने ज़्यादा सेल्स किया है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्राइस, वो दोनों कैलकुलेट होंगे और उस बेसिस पे उन दोनों की हु इज द जिसने ज़्यादा बेस्ट परफॉर्म किया है वो कंपेयर करेंगे। और ये सिर्फ वन डे के लिए था, दैट्स व्हाई हमने इसके डेटाबेस यूज किया है, हमने कलेक्शन फ्रेमवर्क का यूज किया। दैट्स इट।
We are considering the name of our company, that is Indians of the Private. They are providing 5 products. They are keyboards, optical mouse, charging, Wi-Fi, router, and speaker. And for this selling, we are having the salesman. We are considering 3 modules. This is the first module. In this module, first of all, the administration login is considered. It includes the salesman details, which include the name of salesman, his ID, and details about the second is that the product details are taken by salesman. It includes the salesman receive the goods from our company, what amounts of goods are they are issuing, and total price related to it. And third point is per day salary to salesman. Company providing, as you said that the company providing 500 rupees per day. In second module, this is the end of the day module. After we are doing again administrator login. Due to this, the salesman showing details. When we click on administrator login, it shows the details related to the previous data. The previous data is the products are taken at the morning when it shows when we enter the name or ID of salesman, it shows the previous data related to salesman. And we use the details about the product entry. Means the products we sold, and the total amount of the product. And due to this, depends on this, we can calculate the maximum and minimum amount. Maximum minimum data. And we are having third module, that is the daily audit. It includes the total product selling details, total product selling and total sale of each salesman details. It includes the salesman sells the goods and which products are which products is sold, and details about the product, which is the maximum selling product, and total sale of each product, which is the maximum selling product, and stock in hand of each product, and we can found the maximum and minimum selling of product. This is the flow chart. And in the first block, we are showing the flash screen, and after that, the home page. Home page includes the salesman entry, salesman logo, and required result. And it also shows the entry of salesman name and good acquired. And in other end, the salesman logo, name, products, and product sold, salary. at last related to the product, we have taken the daily audit. It includes total product selling details, total sale of each sulfate details, total sale of each product, stocking made of each product, and maximum and minimum selling product. And further information.
Well, we haven't done the coding part, we haven't completed the coding part, but we have started it, and I will explain what we have done till now. So, as my colleague told that first there will be a splash screen. It will hold for just 3 seconds to 4 seconds, and then the home page of the admin will appear. That will be the title. We will shift it to the center of the screen, and then we will can see the three menu items. First item is salesman entry. When he clicks that label, then a new page will come up, and here the admin can enter the salesman name and his ID, and these are the 5 products which we are selling. In the text field, the admin can enter the amount, how much amount of a particular item a salesman is taking with him. You can enter in the text, and then we can submit it, and it will just save, and it will save the figures into the list. And till now we have done this much only, and in the salesman checkout, what we are thinking is we will just admin can check by clicking on that salesman checkout. The particular salesman took this much of amount, took this much of product with him, and when he returned back to the office, he sold this much of amount and this much of products, and he taken X or 2-3 items back which he could not sell. Then after that, he can generate his salary of that day, which will include the 500 of that day, which is fixed, and the 25% of the items which is sold. And the daily report. In the daily report, what is said that the cumulative sales of each item of each salesman, and the total and the maximum product that is sold and the minimum product that is sold. That whole bunch of data we can see, or admin can see in the daily report slide. You will just click it, and the whole information will appear in the tabular form. That's it. So that's it from our side.
Well, this is a really good example of presentation. You are doing very good job. But you are missing something. First of all, your approach for that application, you are actually doing some desktop-based application. So I think it's not the way. You should go for some web-based application. So it is a really worthy application you can make. Second thing, whatever you are doing as your daily audit. So you should present that thing on one I can say one page. It's called report generation. So
it will come. As I said that it will come inside the table. As I said earlier that we haven't completed the coding part yet. So that thing will come up. Till now, we have done this.
The rest of the things are good. So that is.
Okay, now like presentation wise, it is good enough than the previous group. But like few things are there. Like basically, let me like my thoughts are there. If you had given chance to me to explain, probably what I should do in this case, it has nothing to do with the Java or Kotlin or anything. So probably point number one, because in a group, few were the freshers and few were the Java experienced Java developers. That was the formation of the group over there. So experienced developer need to concentrate on the implementation plan. So probably instead of developing the frames or something, first of all you should build the GUI on the PPT itself. The exact GUI you probably may implement over there. So first of all, I suppose if given a chance to me, I would have been completed the entire GUI in the PPT itself. Finalize my GUI work, and then I will be concentrating about the your application modules. These are the classes, these are the methods, and probably raise the database and the result. Means if I am presenting this particular things, probably case study is there, the flow of the work, and these are the probable GUI, the application classes, and the methods probably I am using to process the data, and this is the expected end result. Now for these all the reasons, there is no need to even code something. You can show it, and then within half an hour, probably I can conclude this like what I am saying about designing. Next, what I can say, couple of frames I can easily design, and the snapshot of a database I design, and probably easily these I can add it into the presentations. Like I am talking about the 100% expectations of a client, and how would have been satisfied for the pieces. Means if you are having a system block of everything, then the GUI, some of the application classes you probably you may write it, or you may not. Nobody will ask you, because you are here to present something over there. So it will become a complete solution of it. So you try at least you couple of times you show on the menus, you can show which like analytical wise you are good enough. But where you lack, I suppose if you able to give us the complete snapshots of the GUI and the database screens, nothing to do like with the coding and all this stuff, and the application classes and the methods, and then few of the things if you can able to elaborate, probably nobody asks you like have you there is no need to explain that some of the portions we yet to complete or something. That is what we are expecting. But anyway, presentation wise it was good enough.
I am going to explain the flow chart of that salesman product. So firstly there will be the administrative. In that we have created two panels. The first one is job chart, and the second one is admin chart. In this, there will be two options. The first one is a product selection, and the next one is product return. Here we are going to display how many products he wants to sell, and here how many products he sell and how many products are remaining. Then in admin chart there will be two sections. The one is report and the other one is sale details. In this there will be four options: daily report, that means the daily report of salesman, then stock report, how many items are remaining or how many items are sold. The next one is product sale report, how many products the salesman has sold, and the next one is salesman report. Now the sale details. Here it will include payment details of all the salesmen, how many products is sell and how many products are remaining. Then the next is the stock return. Here the remaining products he would like to return to the company. Now this is all about the analysis we have done. Now we further will be explaining them.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. I'll explain the salesman page. It will consist of the product selection and the product return. The first page will be product selection. It will be like this. Into the product, salesman ID. It will be the auto-generated salesman name. Here salesman will enter his name. And here will be the product list. Suppose we have 5 products. This is P1. Here the price of the product will be displayed, and here will be the quantity. Salesman have to enter the product quantity which he wants to select. Product 2, and here the price and the quantity. At the end we will have 2 buttons. Here will be the submit button and the generate receipt button. After doing all these selections, the salesman will press the submit button. As soon as he will click the submit button, all this information will get stored into the database. And when he click on the generate receipt button, all these selection he made, it will be the receipt which will print all these things will be will get the receipt. And the next module is the product return. It will display like this. It consists of the product ID, product name, sale, and balance. Here the salesman first enters the product ID and the product name. In sale, he will enter the products he has already sold in the entire day, and the balance will be the amount of products balanced to him, remaining to him. So the next question will be explained by my colleague.
In the report generation, we have done daily report and stock report. In daily report, all the day-to-day work what the salesman has done is how many products one salesman has been sold and how many what are the different products he has sold. Then all database has been generated. That database is display in the daily report. In the stock report, how much stock is remain in the database, that will be displayed by that stock report. The structure of that. The structure of the daily report. Product ID and what is the cost of that sales. That will be displayed, record the record. Instead of this, what is the product has been remain in the stock at the end of the day, that will be entered. Product ID, name, and number of people. This will be stock report. This will be
after that we will inform to the admin. We will then report this how many products he sold, and all these things we will record in database, and after that after the calculation means how many data is sold, we will add 25% of total selling and 500 rupees to his payment slip, and he will payment to that salesman. Next, this is our planning to do our project.
Your definition making sense, something like that, the salesman carry all the products with him. So instead of means I see salesman should not carry all the products with him. So
we have like checkboxes of that. He has to make selection of the
yes, so
checkbox.
so instead of putting that design part in the salesman panel, you can put it on the admin panel. So it is better, I think, because the salesman never carry products, all the products with him. He should only receive the orders.
What he is trying to say, why don't you design admin form in such a manner administrator can able to register the salesman with his credentials, at the same time the products with the quantity available. That can be viewed by the salesman. So he will, from the list, he can select his name of the salesman in the combo, and then the price and the products also come from the, like what administrator already entered it. Means salesman cannot able to change the product list, and as well as salesman cannot able to enter his own credentials because it has to be already authenticated by the administrator. So if you are given the rights to administrator to register the salesman with the credentials and then the product list with the price of it, these three things will be decided by the admin. It will be viewed by the salesman, means this entire column can be solved in, I suppose, 2 forms. And then by selection of the salesman name and the product and the quantity he want to sell, and then the sales details, right? And then administrator can be able to, whatever the data he will enter according to his transactions, administrator can able to view the, again, reports he can view, sales report and the product report and all these stuff are there, and the cumulative like sale of a company as well. So I suppose 2-3 forms are enough to demonstrate this entire fixed license. Anyway, your analysis plan was up to the mark, or one can consider it. But what is the role of Java developer? You did nothing then. Because you are in a 5-year group. If I say, what is the role of utility user? One can plan this thing with 90 minutes. You just plan this only analytical part, or what? How do you justify that? Where is the software?
Actually,
Because I clear my expectations about this. We should have a clear cut, at least PowerPoint presentations explain GUI. This is probable GUI I am having. This is a probable database I am having. You may have the snapshot of a database with the column fields and with the GUI over there, and some of the classes and the methods you can elaborate. I suppose that gives you the clear idea about the software. I suppose. Means nobody is asking you to run the software and complete every objectives, but GUI can be planned. GUI even can be designed. You should have a try, because I suppose from these presentations you haven't written a single line of code. So what is the role of Java development?
actually,
we don't know how to analyze. They fail to analyze.
Yes, you all 5 were busy in analysis. Is 90 minutes should be devoted for the analysis?
Focus on analysis part.
90 minutes should be devoted for analysis. Fine, so it's up to the jury how they can. Suppose you need to divide on the basis of that analysis. As per my thinking, there is no further analysis was required. It was well analyzed. Everything was crystal clear. In this particular application, I suppose, what is the requirement of a client, what is the requirement of I suppose, what objectives already set over there. So I suppose 90 minutes should be devoted for analysis. That is not the strong point from my point of view. It would have been cut short for the half an hour, and GUI can be planned, and enough PPTs, and if you can focus it on more credentials or more marks, maybe good grades, maybe I should do this thing. Anyway, thank you.
As for given us the project, so we had done the analysis part and execution coding part is little bit done. Little bit we had done. So initially we had divided our project into 3 modules. First is the admin, second one is the sales module, third one is the result. First the admin module. What admin module means, the company is only concerned with the profit, whatever means he is not concerned how much number of salesmen are there and what kind of product in which quantity they are taking. They are concerned only with the profit. So they want maximum number of product to be sold, and it's depend on the number of salesmen. How much product they are taken. They are focusing on, we have 5 products, so it depends on the particular salesman which we will like to sell more, and same initially. We have a table for admin. We have 5 products. Suppose we have 2 salesmen. So initially that admin will make the entry that how which salesman taking which number of product in how much quantity. Suppose salesman 1 take A product 5 and B product 3, C 4, D 7 and 6, and same as that of salesman 2. So he has the record, and already the particular cost price of particular product has been already defined by the company. Suppose it has cost price 50 rupees. So that directly as we enter 5 as the first quantity of product, initially it will multiply by 50 and it will calculate in first column, and then as say B consists of 30 rupees, it's a single unit price 30 rupees. So as we enter 3, it will initially directly multiply with 30, and say the total price of A salesman with product B consists of 90 rupees. So same all 5 products, it will calculate total amount. Suppose it is 500, and same as that of sales to B consists of 600. And here we have one more option, that is total. How many quantities had been taken? Suppose salesman 1 take 5 unit of A, salesman 2 takes 6 unit of A, it is total 11 unit. And same here, suppose it is 22, it is 5, it is 16, it is 15, same. So here the admin has to record initially how much quantity of product taken by each salesman, and the total, obviously is total price of how much means they had brought with them for selling. This is what initially in the morning session for the admin module. And then the second module that consists of sales. Here they have to again made an entry that how much product they had sold. Suppose A had taken 5 products in the morning from the company, and he had sold 4 unit of A, and say salesman 2 had sold 3 products. Means same table he has to make, but here the entries as per the number of sales, number of products he had been sold. So here it consists of total number, and
they had means how much money they had brought by selling the total quantity of particular products by sales. Salesman 1 it is 200, salesman 2 it is of 300, and total price so it is 500. And the third model, that is the result. Again it consists of same table, but here we have to just calculate. Initially they had salesman 1 taken 5 unit product of A, but he had sold 4 unit product. But what remained, that is 1. So same with all the product, and you will come to know that how many means the stock which remains as it is, which is yet to be sold. And here we have record of this 3 table consists of record how much they had brought with them, and second table consists of how much sale they had sold and the remaining stock. And now we come to know that in the second table how much quantity of particular product they had been sold. So on the basis of that we will come to know if total quantity of A taken by all the 5 or 3 salesmen, that is 15, and they had sold 10. So they can means come to know the frequency of item in which quantity the product has been sold, and yes, and on the basis of that they will get their profit, that is 25%, and obviously 500 rupees is compulsory for each of them. And further things is explained by my friend.
As I told you that we have 3 sections. One is admin panel, and another is salesman panel, and another is result panel. Okay. So in morning when all the salesmen come here to the admin will entry. Okay. So admin will enter all the items in the list in the application. Just like that, if a number of salesmen is more than 2 or 3, we are not allocating only a particular amount of salesmen. Okay. Suppose if you have more than 1 or 2 salesmen, so for that we are using a multi-dimensional array. Salesmen. Why we are using multi-dimensional array? If a number of salesmen increases, then it will increase with this value, and if a number of items are increasing, then it will goes to this value. Okay, so that we can manage all the salesmen and also the product along with it. And suppose if a salesman one got 5 products, and we can also calculate all the data from this array. Okay, whatever the product is, first item is. Okay, we can calculate all data from this array. Yes. We have a small application here developed.
Let's say I am a sales company, and I wish to promote one particular product among 5 products. So how could I supposed to do that?
As I told you that we have the sales model is consists of number of
I wish to promote one particular product and duplicate the promotion of all remaining products on the basis of your selling results.
Initially, you can provide that product for free. It's a number of product which is selling in large number. So
I am not giving any product free of cost. as a sales head, I wish to promote one particular product among all 5 products. So how could I do that? Means any marketing or selling policies, what policies I should apply.
So for that, I will give all group that product to all the salesmen. Okay, in maximum amount. Okay.
Because your selling results
And I will there will be a sell on that. Means if I bought it, buy that product, and I will get a discount amount of profit. So we can use that strategy also.
Product we are selling in large number, so we can attract the focus of customer, because as the product are using in large number, so that people will trust us on the basis, means people trust on our company name, that is brand name, and if we are providing another product of same company, so automatically the people will trust on us.
basically when we analyze the results to make some future policies. That's the results by salesman I can use to make some policies for our company's future. Means how I promote one particular product, what should I dedicate, means what product I should dedicate. So that's the thing. Why you take that results so seriously. Yes.
According to me, I suppose once I come to know that this is the best product and getting sold out, and I'll come to know that this is the worst product, means like the sale is not good of the product, I'll make a combo of them, and certain discount will be offered in the product which is not in the like top rank in the sale actually. This may be the better policy. But anyway, what is the role of users? What do you did in this entire 90 minutes? Unit analysis. Use. Okay, can you help me out basically how you will find out the total sale of any product? What is the logic behind? It's a one day only. This entire project will get to one day. Now I want to know that what is the total sale of a product? I am expecting from where you get the inputs, what will be the expressions and what will be the output. What are expecting what product?
And in the evening, when he returns, he will see that from that 100, 70% has been sold. So that will.
This is about the one salesman and 5 products. I am asking about one unique product and total sale of that particular product of all the salesmen. Hope you understand my query. Company have 5 products. Now I really want to know that what will be the total sale of a single product which you going to select, and what will be the application logic working in the background, what inputs you required, what data will be processed, and how you get that desired output.
Can I explain it more?
Yeah, the question was Karishma now. Is it Karishma? Sorry? Kritika? Yes? Can you want to answer this?
So, about one product like we can check when sales manager runs, and we will buy that 100, if it takes 100 products, and apart from that.
But that is like normal calculations are explaining me that okay, if one salesman buy 100 out of 75, he sold out 25 remains. Is it going to give me the solution of what the question I had to you? Is that like normal 100 minus 75, 25? Is the expression what I consider? I am asking you how I have to know the total sale of any particular product. So that may be the this is the input, this is the process, this is the output. Right?
Calculate about a 3-6% and we calculate combine both of them.
data of the salesman of a particular product. That this is maybe step number one you are explaining. Name no? What's the name? Ishita. Ashita. Yashita. Okay. How will you find the name of a salesman who sold great, like maximum in the entire list? No idea. 90 minutes के अंदर इसमें नहीं ऐसा बोला जाता है क्या करते हैं ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है application objectives are the same actually. Application objectives consist of all the stuff. Who sold maximum? What is the sale of it? Because if you want to calculate the sale, okay. Anyway, tell me, explain me the logic, Yashita, if I pronounce it correctly. How you compute the total sale of a single salesman? किसका परसेंटेज?
सर वो जितना लेकर मतलब लेके गया है और उसने सेल कितना किया है उसको माइनस फाइंड द परसेंटेज।
नहीं परसेंटेज किसने किया? ये कितना लेके गया था माइनस कितना परसेंटेज का नहीं है। 10 लेके गया था 2 लेके आया ये परसेंट हुआ क्या?
टोटल का ये टोटल वो प्रोडक्ट लेकर कितना गया था और वो अभी सेल करने के बाद रिमेन
उससे क्या मिलेगा?
सो उससे परसेंटेज फाइंड आउट होगा कि मतलब किस सेल्स में
परसेंटेज कैसे फाइंड आउट होगा?
ये पूछे कि उसमें सेल कितना किया?
हाँ मतलब उसका पांचों प्रोडक्ट का टोटल सेल कितना हुआ मैं कितनी सैलरी दूँ उसको अब 25% तो बात की बात है लेकिन पहले सम कैलकुलेट करना होगा you have to accumulate that all the sell done by that particular salesman then probably the next thing happen 25% वो बात की बात है मतलब ये कैसे होगा ऐसा पूछ रहा हूँ
that result means when you open up that result selling result now when you open up that selling result publicly it should not be like that because maybe it may be possible that your competitors can use that data against you. So it should not be like that. I think your company that this your private results. I think so. It should not be open okay, like that. So it is in the admin card.
सेल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट निकालना है वो कैसे निकालते हैं और अगर इंस्टेड ऑफ डेटाबेस का अगर आप एरे यूज करते हो तो कैसे निकालते हैं
एरे यूज करते हैं तो एरे को जितना एरे है जो फायदा एरे है उसका एक फॉर्मूला में चला के फायदा एडिशन कर सकते हो तो हम लोग भी चला के वो एरे का होता है और जैसा डेटाबेस है तो डेटाबेस का हमें मिनिमम मैक्सिमम तो मैम सबका ऐसे कैलकुलेट करके सबका एडिशन करके मिनिमम मैक्सिमम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं इस कंडीशन लगा इफ एंड एल्स कंडीशन से मिनिमम मैक्सिमम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं दिस नंबर ऑफ सेल्समैन 3 तो 3 को इफ सेल्समैन 1 इज ग्रेटर देन सेल्समैन 2 और सेल्समैन 3 सो सेल्समैन 1 इज ग्रेटर मैक्सिमम
इंडिविजुअल प्रोडक्ट जैसे आप उसके लास्ट कॉस्ट पे जाते हैं जैसे टोटल उसने कितना सेल किया उसके बाद फिर टोटल अमाउंट पड़ा उसके बाद बट अगर मुझे प्रोडक्ट का चाहिए तो
मैम जो डेटा है वो जैसे एरे ऑफ जीरो में हमारा डेटा है जैसे फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट हो गया तो सारा डेटा हमारा इस रो में रहेगा एरे ऑफ जीरो में तो इन सबका कैलकुलेशन में एक अनादर इसमें जो हमारा जैसे मैगी है तो मैगी का सारा डेटा हम इसमें टोटल करेंगे और इसका हिसाब कैलकुलेट करेंगे इस एरे ऑफ जीरो में सारा डेटा मैगी का रहेगा एरे ऑफ 1 में सारा डेटा कुछ और आइटम का रहेगा
anyway time over
You did really well. Your approach was really very good towards analysis, towards implementation plan. You designed one particular software, so you can better know now. So according to our cumulative analysis, we can conclude some conclusion that the best presentation was of the Bhavesh group. Bhavesh group. So anyone, any one representative from group can come forward and receive the prize. Reward. Anyone can come, please. So this is the award, and it's a reward for your good try to related your project. Your approach was very good. Your presentation was very good, and also you did some coding part there. So or you can did in a very limited time. So well done. Thank you.
Congratulations. A few more things I would like to include that before Diwali vacations we had an workshop on professional ethics, and so I was expecting that would also be followed, right? If something you are going to see that you have to use the mic for that, so that it can be available to every single person. Then second thing, you guys are this was the trial demo today, and we will continue with the process of this activity, right? So this was probably you will get the idea that how you guys are to give you a demonstration, right? It is not possible to develop whole application within a couple of hours, right? So in that time, what you can do just the PowerPoint presentation. You can make the GUI that so and so volume, so and so pages to be there, right? So that also something you guys are. Then the second thing, you guys are probably lacking in the convincing area. Whenever the queries asked by the sir or asked by the queries, it's that you guys have lacking that how should I start and how do I explain my things, right? I would not say that go for any language, because this is a professional presentation, so it should be professional. It is in English, right? You can use the marker and logos over there, but you should have to be very convinced with your thought process first, right? Your preparation should be like that. Whenever the questions or queries will be asked to you, that should be the tricky. That will be the tricky, right? They can ask you. They would like to ask you that how you convince yourself. Now it is up to you that how much you have been convinced to yourself first. Then and then you can convince to the others, right? So your thought process will be clear, very clear, whichever the reason given by the selection, right? This was the thing I would like to mention over here. Now I would ask sir to give you the brief idea that what will be the next we are planning to do for the tomorrow's session also.
I suppose 90 minutes time given to you was quite enough, right? Like as I said, to present anything else. So what I was expecting, some like obviously there is a group over there, so you can share the responsibility, ask somebody to do the presentation part, these are the things, and he can prepare the PPT. Some of the one or two fellow can able to develop the GUI out of it, and one can able to think about database, and actually nobody was expecting the executed results, but the execution plan and the action plan. And obviously there is if you can able to understand if you visualize something, you can, if verbally somebody is explaining, it won't be that much convincing. And the case study was very small actually, nothing case study. This kind of, nobody will hire you to develop a software, to design a software like this to you. Because obviously the clientele expectations and intellectual solutions are much more next level over there. But we are thinking about the small applications sort of it. So probably you would have to justify that in a better way by just showing the GUI applications and the database, and you have enough opportunity to express your talent or showcase your talent regarding the developments. As you are saying, I've got a good development skills, how you are promoting them. Because in the presentations it was not presented properly that I got a good knowledge of Java, I got a good knowledge about the analysis, I got a good knowledge about the business understanding or problem definition understanding. So the area is how I can analyze the problem, how I can implement it, and how I can derive the solution in the better manner, and how I can impress the audience and the jury. Anyway, this is the first try. You will take, or probably, because as I said, my vision is clear. We are learning the languages but for what reason? And if you are not able to develop the solution, nobody is going to hire it. Well, obviously, somebody is going to bank on it for writing the solutions, and if you are not able to present it, if you are not analytical, if you are not able to develop the intellectual solutions, that is what I strongly believe intellectual building of a property. Yeah? If your solutions should be intellectual enough. So obviously, for that reasons, you need one need to be do the exercise every time. So this is the drive for the same. So I hope you understand it. If you are taking lightly, obviously it's exercise for you guys. We already proven our tests and challenges. That's why we achieve something out of it. And obviously we are also the students. We are learning some more different skills over there. But it's a challenges for you. You adopt this system over there, how to follow it and all. And then only you can prove your skills and achieve something out of it. So anyway, you all participate and try your level best to. But there is a scope of improvement every day over that. So obviously the next time you should come with better solutions, that at least there has to be an ambition that I should impress the audience by this way or that way. That really matters. But obviously you have 90 minutes, and believe me, 90 minutes means any kind of intellectual solutions can be designed by that. Thank you very much.
Your presentations were good. You have tried your level best. And one very small suggestion I would like to give you all. I think respected director and jury member will also agree with me that very first thing what you should do, you should modular your data. That is known as data modularity. Means whichever the query has been asked by sir and the jury member, how you will calculate the maximum sales whichever query has been asked to you, if your data modularization was in a good manner, that is, this is the table I will be making, this is the salesperson, this is the total sale out, whichever thing, the database and the tables. If those things are properly placed in a database, then you fire any damn query, your table will answer it. So the rest part is GUI, click it and fire the query behind that button, isn't it? I hope you got what I want to convey you people. So your data modularity should be the best thing you should do. So
I'll do one suggestion. Don't explain one line of code in your line of code, because client don't know code. How you will do in your project. They want just a solution. You use whatever 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional. They don't know. You just take at least 2-3 slides, PPT and some graphical UI form, develop some form, and show to the client. But you don't explain coding there, because client don't know coding.
and very last announcement to make, that is your login time is 10:15. That is 10. The buffer time given to you is 10:15. So till 10:15 you have to gather here. This announcement goes to our developers also. You have to